Not another bulb video. No, not these bulbs. These bulbs. Bulbs you plant in the ground. Did you know, with the right selection, you can get bulbs to flower for 12 months of the year, indoors or outdoors. And bulbs are fantastic. They're hardy, they're tough, they spread, they multiply, they come back year after year. They can grow in pots, containers, hanging baskets, window boxes, beds and borders, full sun, shade, lawns. In fact, there's a bulb to grow practically anywhere at all. And it's mid-November, but it's not too late to plant bulbs. If you go and look at a lot of garden centres or go online, loads and loads of bulb companies are now selling their bulbs for half price, even less. They want to get rid of them, so now's a great time to buy all those different bulbs, and there's still plenty of time to get them in the ground. You can put them in right up till Christmas or even beyond. And if you don't get time to do it before Christmas, just keep those bulbs somewhere cool, dark and dry, protect them from rodents, and you can plant them just after Christmas or even into early New Year. And all that will happen is they'll just flower slightly later than they normally would, but the following year they'll get back into sync and they'll flower when they should do. And just a couple of things, when you do buy bulbs, do the squidge test. So if you've got a bulb and you squeeze it like this one and it's squidgy, reject it. That's not going to grow. Also, do the sniff test. If it smells mouldy or mildewy, again, reject it. It's not going to grow. So we're going to run you through today 12 different types of bulbs, in fact, even more, that can flower for you every month of the year, as I say, either indoors or outdoors. So before we talk about which bulbs to grow which month, we're going to tell you a little bit about cultivating bulbs. It's important to do a little bit of research because some bulbs, for example, like snowdrops, love cool, dark, damp shade. That's where they thrive. But other bulbs like tulips like full sun, really well drained, quite dry soil. So it's important to plant the right bulb in the right place. If you grow bulbs in pots and containers, you need to keep them well watered and feed them as well. And after they're finished flowering, keep loving them. Keep giving them TLC. Cut the dead flower head off so they don't waste energy producing seeds. Keep them well watered. Keep feeding and don't chop the foliage down until it's gone really brown and withered away. If you cut it off too soon, the bulb wouldn't have produced enough energy to produce a flower for the following year. And the following year, the bulb will come up blind, just leaves, no flowers. So be patient, let the foliage die down afterwards. I know it's a bore looking at it, but it'll be worth it to keep getting those flowers year after year. Depth-wise, as a rule of thumb, you need to plant the bulb so there's 3 times as much soil as the height of the bulb itself. So for example, if a bulb is about 1 inch high, then put 3 inches of soil on top. But honestly, don't panic about that. If it's slightly deeper or slightly shallower, it's not going to be a big deal. Space the bulbs out when you plant them. It's important they're not touching. You can plant them a little bit more closely in pots and containers, but just follow those basic rules. And with some bulbs, 3 or 4 years down the line, they'll actually multiply so much you can lift them and divide them and have even more bulbs spread about in your garden. So bulbs are a great investment. They're a great investment for the immediate future and for way, way ahead as well. Bulbs to flower in January. Our favourites are Narcissus Rijnveld's early sensation and also Eranthis mollis or winter aconites. Both beautiful flowers giving you that very, very early colour. Bulbs to flower in February. Definitely snowdrops, great for those shady, darker places, and crocuses, especially the species crocus. Bulbs to flower in March. Chionodoxa, Iris reticulata, or miniature daffodils. Bulbs to flower in April. We are really spoilt for April because you've got lots of later flowering daffodils, you've got tulips, and you've got hyacinths. Bulbs to flower in May. Alliums, bluebells, and fritillaries. All of those are stunning. Bulbs to flower in June. Dutch irises in a vast range of colours and also different varieties of allium. Bulbs to flower in July. Freesias with their gorgeous fragrance and lilies with their incredible fragrance as well. Bulbs to flower in August. Galtonias and gladiolis. Now, strictly speaking, gladiolis are corms, but we won't split hairs over it. They're gorgeous and they come in a huge range of colours. Bulbs to flower in September, colchichums or autumn crocus. They can be white, they can be purple, they can be pink, and Sternbergia that are a kind of yellow, late summer, autumn flowering crocus. Bulbs to flower in October are Hesperantha, come in a really, really lovely range of colours, reds, pinks and whites, and also Nerines, again in those lovely, lovely range of colours. Bulbs to flower in November, Nerines will still keep going, but also autumn crocus, and that's the actual crocus they harvest saffron from, the most expensive spice on the planet. Bulbs to flower in December, not outside, but inside, you can grow amaryllis. Incredible range of colours on those these days, the paper white daffodil, and of course, indoor prepared hyacinths. So there you go, whether indoors or outdoors, there truly is a bulb you can get to flower all the way from January to December. And as I said earlier, bulbs will come up year after year. They're stalwarts in the garden, they're easy to grow, and you can even use lots of them as cut flowers as well. So get planting your bulbs now, take advantage of the reduced prices, and just enjoy those beautiful blooms for many, many, many years. Happy gardening.